Good evening, folks. It is week 4 of the NFL Pick'ems. We are fresh off an exciting week 3, folks. Going to give another minute or two for people to come on in. Supposed to be joined by Timus and Cool Cat Connor. I advertised on my Twitter/X. I'm going to give them another minute. Hopefully they should be in and we should get this bad boy going. While we give it another minute for either them to come in or for some more people to come in through the chat, I'm just going to look at the games real quickly. If you guys are stopping by in the chat while I'm waiting, feel free to say hello or leave a comment somewhere in the chat or drop a like on the Facebook side, whichever applies. Just going to give it one more minute. Then we're going to actually get into the games or so. Let's see. I'm just looking at the games right now. I'm looking at these games right now, getting an idea of where the matchups are headed. All right. So I'm all right. I'm looking at the matchups right now. I think I'm going to start this bad boy in a minute or two. I'm going to share the screen with you guys and start talking about the games. It looks like it's going to be a few minutes for any of my co-hosts come on in and join me for the show. So we'll just see what happens right here. If they don't come in soon, then I'm just going to start it anyway without you guys. So, oh shit, what? Oh, there's breaking news. Hold on a second. Is this true? Oh no, remember Rudy Johnson from the Bengals, folks? Yeah, we got some sad news. Apparently he's dead at 45. Supposedly, was it of suicide? Apparently it says that, bro. That's fucked up. That's crazy. This is in Suicide Awareness Month, too. Yeah, and it says even on the Yahoo article right at the top, this story contains references to suicide. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide and needs support now, call or text 988 or chat with the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988lifeline.org. Oh yeah, so before we get going with this, yeah, rest in peace to Rudy Johnson, man. And remember, September is Suicide Awareness Month. And folks, if anybody you know, on a serious note, forget about football for just 1 minute on a serious note. If you know someone who's at risk of harming themselves or you think might try to harm themselves, please call the hotline and reach out. Please do not let that person go unnoticed. Holy shit, dude. But yeah, rest in peace to Rudy Johnson, man. And to all the loved people out there that have a loved one that they've lost, moment of silence for them, and then we'll get this thing going. Alrighty, folks. So it looks like I don't know, my co-host. I know one of them said they were going to be. I was told that one of them was going to be late, so I'll give it a minute. Maybe he'll show up, but I'm about to just go ahead in like a minute and run through this, and we'll see what's going on. But also, we got the news, guys, that Jackson Dart will indeed be starting this week for the New York Giants, and I'll talk about that in a little bit when we get to the Giants game. It's so ironic. I was on the 3-point blitz earlier this morning, and I said, hey, look, guys, I don't think it's only a matter of when the Giants turn the keys over to Mr. Jackson Dart. And sure enough, hours later, they said, yeah. It happened. So I did a funny YouTube short about it. But now, folks, let's get this going. So here we go. We're going to start with Thursday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals. This looks like an interesting game. I mean, NFC West is a pretty competitive division. Sometimes, I feel like that's division. Sometimes those head-to-head matchups are on upset alert. Now, mostly I'll pick and see 77% for the Seahawks. I'm saying that they're going to be likely going for it's going to be likely the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks in this one because they're the better all-around team. The Cardinals, I felt like they were the worst 2-1 team in the NFL. Yes, they had the 2-1 record, but I didn't really feel like that team was really that great of a team despite their record. And we got exposed against the injury-riddled 49ers. Now, here they go. They're going up against the Seattle Seahawks, who are a pretty good team in their own right. I'm going with the Seahawks in this one because they got the better, especially with that defense. That defense has been really doing well. And Sam Darnold has found chemistry with his receivers, and he's clicking. So give me the Seattle Seahawks. With Sunday, the Ireland game. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Minnesota Vikings. That's going to be fun. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be. That's a good one. I think this could go either way, but I'm leaning toward the Vikings in this one as the better all-around team. Granted, the Steelers could pull up the upset, but we saw their defense in weeks 1 and 2 look suspect against the New York Jets, who are a pretty decent offense despite their 0-3 record. And then week 2, they got obliterated by the Seahawks with Sam Darnold. I mean, they beat the Patriots last week and held them in check, but Patriots in a deep rebuild, and they're a dumpster fire at the moment. So I'm not that impressed. I feel like you saw what the Vikings did with Jordan Mason and Carson Wentz with the right team around him in the right situation, similar to Sam Darnold last year. If he's in fact starting again, I'm going to go with the Vikings, even with Carson Wentz, which I believe he's the starter. Let me check real quick. I mean, it might be too early, so I could come back and change that. It looks like Wentz is going to be the starter for that game. And it's going to be week 4 back to Carson again. So, yeah, I'm still sticking with them. Can't believe I'm actually optimistic in Carson Wentz as an Eagles fan, but in this particular scenario, I am. Moving on. Commanders and Falcons. Jesus Christ. If the Commanders lose this game, I'm coming right for Big Simple's head. All right? I'm going to be with them in full caps and DM. No, I'm just playing. On a serious note, though, the Commanders should not lose this game to the Falcons. Come on. It's the freaking Falcons. It's the Commanders. I mean, it would be hilarious as an Eagles fan, but I don't see them losing this game. This should be relatively easy. Sorry, guys. I'm checking to see my DM, see if anyone's going to join me, but it doesn't look like I might be doing this alone. So sorry, guys, if you're hoping for a guest or two to stop by. I mean, Mitch would be stopping by, but unfortunately, he's doing another vid for tonight. He's live right now on the network. At this rate, if no one joins, I might end up joining his stream for a little bit. But yeah, moving on. I got the Commanders in this one. You saw how awful the Falcons were against the Panthers. I don't trust them against the Commanders. Whether Mariota or Daniels plays, I don't know yet, but I'm taking the Commanders. We saw what they did even with Mariota against the Raiders. Moving along. Come on, guys. If this goes any other way, then I'm going to start a conspiracy blog that the game was rigged. Moving right along. Now, some people might say, well, what about last week, Browns and Packers? Guys, I'm fully convinced that was a fluke. Don't even get me started. I know that was a 1 week against the Packers. I don't see the same happening. I think the Lions will look at what the Browns defense did and adjust. Next, Patriots, Panthers. Cue urinating trees tank bowl intro. Seriously. This game is going to be a dumpster fire, folks. I mean, it is. I mean, it's. Hold on a second. It's a tank bowl, though, folks. But I go with the freaking Patriots. Come on, folks. Give me the freaking Patriots. They eat the Panthers. I mean, I don't even know what this. I'll just take the Patriots. Fuck it. Chargers, Giants. Oh, Jackson Dart. You had a fun preseason, but now it's time for the NFL. I feel like this, with Jackson Dart starting, the Giants might be a little bit more competitive than expected. I think the 96% probably put it in, just automatically saw, oh, Chargers, it's got to be the Chargers before it even went through. They probably just looked and were like, yeah. And then I go Eagles, Bucks. It should be the Eagles winning this game, but got the Eagles, Bucks. I'm thinking about it for a second because they should be going with the Eagles, but you know how the Eagles we do up in Tampa in that cold. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna go with I want to go with the Eagles, but the Bucks kind of have our number up there. And I don't know, playing in the heat, I don't know. I don't trust it. And the temperatures are already signaling in favor of the Bucks, man. Until the Eagles prove me wrong, I'm going to go with Tampa in this one because they are a pretty good team too, especially at home. You saw with 2018 against Fitzpatrick, last year against Baker. You see how it goes. Remember 06? I know that's just 2 decades ago, but remember the Bucks had 4 wins and we went over there and we laid an egg. So that, and oh God, Texans, Titans. I mean, Texans seem like the more talented team, but don't be surprised in this one. I'm still taking the Texans, but I'm just saying don't be surprised because we all thought they were going to beat the Jaguars and they didn't. I mean, this could It's a tank bowl. Colts and Rams. Oh, this is actually an interesting game. It's the Colts with that high-powered attack with Jonathan Taylor and company. That's a go. That's going to be a good one right there. Ooh, that should be. I'm going with the. Colts and Rams. This could be a good game. You got Jonathan Taylor and company. Then the Rams. You got. I mean, they did lay an egg against the Eagles, though. We took care of them. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think this is when the Colts finally come crashing down a bit. Next game, Jaguars and 49ers. Battle of the unimpressive winning teams. Oh boy, who do I got in this one? Oh fuck. Oh, I'm gonna go. Hold on, so let me check some. All right, give me one sec. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I don't even know. This could be a toss-up, but I'm gonna go with the Niners in this one. I could change my mind. I might even change my mind on some of these picks. So Kansas City, Baltimore. Oh boy. I'll take Baltimore, but I don't know about that defense, man. I mean, I know Kansas City shorthanded, but I don't know who to. I'll take Baltimore, but don't be surprised if this is Kansas City's best offensive game. And then moving on, we got the Bears and Raiders. Then you got Bears and Raiders. Ooh, I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. I don't trust that Raiders defense. Cowboys, Packers. Oh my gosh. Micah Parsons' revenge game. Give me the Packers to bounce back. I know they lost to the Browns, but I'll give him a shot to bounce back. This is the perfect day for Jordan Love to reassemble some confidence in himself, have himself a good game. And then, all right, so where are we at? Let's top this off. Monday night, Jets and Dolphins. I'm actually going to take the Jets in this one. I really think this might be the game they finally get a win. They've been playing good, they've been competitive in some of their games. I think this is finally the game they find a way to break through and win a game. And I'll go Bengals, Broncos. I'll go the Broncos. The Bengals are absolute awful. That's really that defense without, that defense awful and without Burrow. Even though the Broncos secondary is awful, I'll still go with, I'll go with 55 points. So there it is, folks. There's my week 4 picks. This was not as good a stream as I expected to, but I'll leave it at that, folks. You guys, whoever caught this, thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed it for what it was. I know it wasn't the greatest stream in the world. We can be honest about that, but I hope you enjoyed it for what it was. Catch y'all later. Have a great